Hello, this is Scott, and this is the Hype Report. Here are the quotes for various items. First, what comes first? It is pretty easy to imagine that martial law would come after an economic collapse. However, with the massive influx of Obama-invited illegal aliens from the South, we may actually see martial law prior to an economic collapse. With Obama's political allies in trouble in the November election, what better way to avoid an election slaughter than martial law? Next, deals. Over the past 6 months, there has been much talk about the strategic proximity between Russia and China. Now, Russia is negotiating with India for bilateral trades to bypass the US dollar. Yet another nail in the dollar's coffin. Next, forget the propaganda. According to Michael Pinto, 1. Since 2010, every second half recovery has disappointed and this one will be no different. 2. Instead of an Obama bone, we have the rollout of the job-killing Obama wreck plan this year and next. 3. Until free market forces are finally allowed to deleverage the system, things will get worse. Next, warning signs. Here are 5 signs of the impending economic chaos. 1. The NSA secretly spying on U.S. citizens. 2. Growing police brutality and the police force increasingly consisting of ex-military staff. 3. Rising government coercion and hidden tax hikes. 4. U.S. government's favoritism of big businesses while fleecing U.S. taxpayers for bailouts and corporate welfare. 5. Irrational exuberance in a stock market artificially propped up by the Fed's loose money policies. Next, middle class. The middle class has been hit particularly hard since 2008 because it is all about stocks and houses. The middle class have their savings in real estate that will likely never come back while top wage earners are in a stock market artificially propped up by the Fed's loose money policies. To that end, the average U.S. median wealth is about 20% lower today in inflation-adjusted dollars than it was in 1984. Next, CIA crimes. The CIA, which is legally barred from domestic operations, has been forced to admit to illegal domestic spying on U.S. Senate computers. The punishment for those involved will likely be a letter of reprimand by the director of the CIA. The lawless regime continues. Next, obvious research. We have learned in a new UK study that fist bumps are hygienically safer than handshakes. You think? This is like the research that concluded that having friends is amazing. Finally, please prepare now for the escalating economic and social unrest. Good day.